Oh, hello there, this is Zlewikk, and as you see, it's not a vanilla EU4 that we'll be playing today. This is my favorite post-Finen mod from our buddy Chewy that just received a big overhaul. But first of all, if you never heard of this mod, this is a mod that is a what-if scenario where we are thinking what would happen if Carthage won the Punic Wars, but we are still in 1444, such as the borders, religions, setup, features are completely different. And right now, Post-Finen is receiving an update for Abrahamic faith. So Christians, Jews, Muslims are receiving a facelift with a lot of new features. Today, I'll be trying out Heliopolis, that is intended to be some kind of a shogun for Christians. Start with a couple of sacred orders that long term has an opportunity to form a Christian caliphate. That's what I'm gonna try doing while having a lot of fun. Just FYI, the mod is still in the pre-release mod. You can find it in the video description. But on the 21st, that will be an official release. You can learn more about it in the Post-Finen Discord that I'm linking in the same place. Let's get it started. Heliopolis, the city of God! Long live the sacred empire of Christ. Heliopolis becomes the third of the Evangelos faith. And if any other nation of this region takes over Heliopolis to usurp the sacred kingdom, but if a non-Evangelos nation takes over Heliopolis, the empire will be dismantled. So you see, we start with a couple of subjects that are not a standard subject. These are sacred orders of Heliopolis. These orders do give us manpower. They do give us force limit, and as you see, they are having all of these modifiers for themselves as well. I will start with getting a couple of privileges. You see, we are starting with reliance on the Zephania privilege that we'll probably be able to take down through a mission tree. So let's take mill points. You see, I can't take that much more because the land share is not that good. Let's take admin mana though, as I need it, as well as high loyalty, religious diplomats for diplomatic reputation, from the mill guys manpower for sure, supremacy over the crown, and you see there's some special ones that we are having that is part of the mod, but they do cost crowns to take, so I'm just gonna go for the standard general. While from the Timonel, anything special here, you see, cost to promote mercantilism, production efficiency, flat mercantilism. This I can't take again because of the crown and share. This seems cool because it gives us trade efficiency, but promoting mercantilism costs more, which I don't care about. And the rest is standard, so I'm gonna take prestige as well as 1% loans. Then you see we fulfilled mission soldiers of the Lord's army because we have 4 privileges for Zephania. So the first one here. In exchange, we're gonna get a good general and perma-claims on provinces of Egypt and Jordan. That will be definitely one of the first goals to declare on. And that general is goddamn bad. 242. 242 really for that mission. Seize land, summon the diet, and take the one that acquires us more prestige. Then from here I can try another general. And that one is even worse. And just remove all migratory tribes, which I love this mod for. I know EU4 devs considered adding to the base game, but it's not there. Set up some rivals, that's gonna be Egypt and Armenia, because we have subjects we are considered pretty strong. And let me start building a free company, which you'll use surely early on. Now, as for the advisors, I'll take the Mural guy. Well, addition to enemies, that's not a standard one, so they added more of advisor types to this mod. Privateer efficiency, improved relations. While from the admin we'll go for, oh yes, reform progress growth for sure. With one of our diplomats, I'll just set up 2 of them to improve relations with our subject. What is really interesting about Heliopolis is that I do have CBs on all of the nation's bordering mirror subjects. That is called Expand the Sacred Empire. And the thing is, I can force vassalage all these guys in a peace deal, but it costs me 150% AE, so it's extra AE. That's something that I did not see before. Something very important to mention is that Evangelos is having own mechanic called Christian Zeal, where you see I'm getting 0.05 a month, and at 100 we will unite the Evangelos war. So that's the like long-term goal to get to 100. You see, the more nations and armies of Evangelos, the faster it's growing. And I'm getting a minus for not holding Jerusalem. So that's definitely one of the goals to take it. Besides that, we have Christian dedication. That's also growing. And if it reaches 100, I can either promote sanctioned conquest. As you see, it's giving us admin mana and promise war score cost. That's only for 5 years. Or declare missions to convert. That is missionary strength. This can be earned by default, but also for conquest, converting provinces and for converting nations to Evangelos. While Christian certitude, it is increasing by default and then by additional points to based on the number of Christian subjects of Hierapolis. And then for that we can get bonuses to our vassals or diplomatic reputation. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and focus on attacking Jordan. That will be my first goal. I cannot attack Egypt yet because we do have 5 years of truce with them. I'll set up all of these guys to be siege focused. And of course, guys, before we start, please do remember to leave a subscription on the channel to get notified about all of the future content, because I know that half of you are not subscribing yet. As soon as possible, I'm declaring war on them. For conquest, these provinces I'll take for myself, while into Arabia will expand through subjects. Let's declare, hopefully that's gonna be an insta-wipe. They will be held by a pretty big nation of Seleucia, that has 11,000 troops, but it should be alright. How about we do a second try at a good general? And this one is again piece of trash. Mr. Seleucia, please do give me war reparations as well as 200 ducats. Could break some of your relations as well for additional prestige. This is super useful. Now let's take a look. My dedication is 5. For conquest of these 3 provinces, I'm gonna receive additional 3. Let's just immediately declare one of the nations in Arabia. I'm just looking for one of the list of alliances. Like, for example, Shamir has 0 allies. That's a perfect target. While running this war, let's look for the other countries we could declare. We can run a few at the same time. Like, yeah, these guys also have no allies. Let me deal with them. The only thing that is annoying, there are a lot of level 3 forts which require at least 9,000 to siege. Let's see. Right now we've got 11 dedication. So what if we force convert Shamir and also make them my vassal? That's a bit of AE. And now this increased to 16. That's quite a nice change. Obviously just destroyer, but I will simply have to improve relations with them. Same thing here with Yatrib. Let's enforce religion, make them the subject. That's much more AE because that's also a bigger nation. And once we defeat them here in Jeddah, because it seems like they're not so willing to accept that peace deal. Obviously that's out of AE, but it is what it is. Yeah, as soon as I siege on this province, I think we can just take a bit of a break with the conquest in Arabia to let the AE go down. See this? And prepare for war with Egypt in the next 2 years. Let's just take a look here. First of all, expanding into Arabia itself gave us into the Arabian Sands, which is trade power in Arabia, lower liberty desire, and every own province in Arabia is gonna receive a lower autonomy. By expand the Sacred Empire that we got by getting 2 additional subjects is gonna give us some bonuses to the subjects. It's good to have strong allies in case of the collision, so that's why I'm gonna ally Macedonia after improving relations with them. And in a second we'll declare the war. Actually, I'll declare it right away. They have no manpower, they are tech behind. And that's gonna be a conquest of Jerusalem, which is absolute priority for us. To let our AE go down faster, I'm gonna change the trading policy to improve relations in all 2 nodes where I have merchants. Well, look, because you know there's a whole Roman Empire in this mod. It's called the Italian Federation. So it has a lot of mechanics and custom UI. And they even have their own incidents. Like this one is the question of the consensus federal incident. Now, Egypt is gonna be a great source of income, war reparations, PP from the provinces and provinces themselves. There's a bit of AE for taking this, so I'm just hesitating how many we want to take. And how many do we need for the missions? So we need 4 more, that will be enough. Ideally also ports, because we need 4 ports. So instead of this 2, I could take this 2. But these are not my perma claims, so I prefer to take the perma claims for now. Yeah, especially that these 2 do not count. Yep, just go for it. They really were afraid to fight us, so there weren't that many battles. The nation keeps growing. AE is a problem because of the different religion, but yeah, it's fine. Now that I control Jerusalem, you'll see this is increasing even faster. Wait a second, wasn't I supposed to have 800? Is it split between the subjects as well? Oh god, it is. You see? Spoils of war. This is not right. It should go everything to Overlord. Since Syria is forming a coalition against us, our goal for the Humli rival is beyond them, just to deal with the coalition and also just do something while AE is dropping down. This is a much better general from the state. And I'm so far wiping their armies hard, mainly because I took Tech 5, which they're not even close to having. Just take a look. This is what I'm talking about. Hello there, Mr. Enemy. Yeah, goodbye there. Okay, I think this is it. I'm just taking show strength, so that's 300 power points for us, as well as bonus in the Age of Discovery. So we are really close to start our golden era soon. Here to guarantee form looks like also something new within the mod. Noble Adventures. High merc companies is increasing loyalty of the nobility by 3% and it also gives us reduced attrition and more mercenary manpower. Why not? Let's try it. I also see some changes to state edicts, mainly the new one that is for local prosperity growth and there's no death cost edict. So I will go ahead and leverage the prosperity growth as it is growing in a couple of key states. Oh, and apparently the sacred orders are working similar to daimyos because they can declare wars between each other and they can ally each other. Now with the provinces in the Holy Land being court, I can get into the Holy Land mission that is changing the monument in Jerusalem by 1. And for 35 years I'm getting worse causes in other regions, manpower in the True Faith provinces and a lot of perma claims, mainly all around here. And the monument in Jerusalem, it was on level 1, now it's on level 2, which gives us missionary strength versus heretics, yearly prestige and local missionary strength, which is not of need because it's the right region already. I got a Sibylline Babylonia, but they are a satrapy of Persia, so you know why I'm creating the sacred orders. Persia is creating satrapies around. Of course, I'm decreasing autonomy in the conquered provinces just to maximize the gains out of these lands. You see, with each of the stage of the Christian zeal, there's a different bonus we are unlocking, so with 25%, 25, we just unlocked manpower in the Truth provinces, so our maximum power is already at 26,000. Norway discovered the new world already. That's pretty nice, and event I don't think it's part of vanilla game. But yeah, I can unlock Tech 5, which is first idea group, and there are new idea groups. One for each, just Liberty, it's unrest, great projects, admin efficiency, culture, staff, prosperity, some morale, construction time, death cost, possible policies, not of use for us, assimilation, missionary, settlers bonuses, goods produced, AE impact, annexation cost, administration cost, expert administration cost, wars caucus with other religions, and firepower, which is focused on artillery. I don't think I need any of this. I'm thinking about espionage for the AE impact or just simply something military. But you know what, guys, I will go for the AE impact. So let's start with transfer subjects peace treaty at half cost and being able to claim whole states. Our ruler just died and there's a new one on the throne, which is not bad. Air is also okay, but it did make Yathrib disloyal because I'm pretty sure we just lost our royal marriage. We just regain it quickly. And now that I'm super ahead of time in the meal deck, I'm gonna use this point soon on developing Heliopolis to 30, for other points of course, because we want to start the golden era with a large city bonus and of course get the AE impact bonus faster. There it is, prosperity at 100. Yeah, there's no death cost modifier, so just turn it off. We do need death cost from Timonel first, so let's wait for them to get loyal. I'll just get also 1% loans to make it happen a bit faster, and I could spend this 1% loans at getting a building there, a temple which is required for the mission. Okay, just got an event that is increasing the loyalty but also influence, and let's just go ahead and start deving this. Meal pots only for now. And then I'll be filling it also. I know Azumana is not a good choice when it's an iron province, but I just want to get it to 30 fast, and I don't want to spend Diplo points as I'm focusing on the second idea for AE impact. Maybe once I take this, I'll dev it once or twice with Diplo. I actually first want to get the golden era, then click this, because golden is gonna make it cheaper by 10%. So let's just do this. And I'm waiting for Adrimana. With a church finalized in that province, I will be able to receive a beacon of Christianity that is Diplo points for the idea, but also university, and until the end of the game that province will get idea cost and local tax modifier. So now we just need one more dev click, which is gonna be with admin. Tick. The province got prosperity. And we can go ahead and start our, after a month, golden era. All good, it is enough also to take this idea for AE impact, and let us prepare for another batch of wars, because it's time to expand into the Arabic countries. Now honestly, I don't need to go for the expand the Sacred Empire CB, because I'll be able to enforce them to be my subject without it. The question is, will I be able to force their conversion? I don't think I will be able to force their conversion without that CB, and this is a key part. They need to be also my religion, not only my subject. Let's declare and take them down. I was thinking, because probably ideal scenario for us would be to first enforce religion that kind of a nation, and then do the war again to make them a vassal. I'm just not sure if I'll still have CP if there are different regions. I think I will, but I also don't care. I'm gonna make them my subject already, and also make their subject my subject. Let's just take a bit of money on top of that, and that will make the subjects count, I believe 7, because one of the subjects died, so we need 3 more for this mission. Oh, we just reached 100 of Christian servitude. And again, there's a choice between vassal fossility contribution and diplomatic relations. And on the other side, just diplomatic reputation. And I think I'm just gonna go for vassal fossility contribution. And that is allowing us to get almost to 30 force limit. A growing following, praise the father, which is gonna give us 6 development in Heliopolis. And a center of enlightenment will appear that will convert nearby provinces to Evangelos. This is a blessing. Third explanation idea is siege ability, but also manpower recovery speed. So instead of 337 a month, now I'll receive 400 a month. With 18 of income, I can get a founding nation that is unlocks me a privileged tribunal of the Silk Road, and also Grand Captain advisors will give us aggressive expansion impact up to minus 10%. Really good. Let's take a look what Timonel are gonna give us. Timonel of the Silk Road is caravan power and trade steering. Nothing crazy, but that should be like a tiny minor update on our income, 6.99, and after the monthly 6.28. Told you, a small tiny update. I just realized that if your subject, meaning the Order of Heliopolis, is declaring war on another subject, can go ahead and intervene for a sacred order, and that will enforce a white peace on them. This is lovely. It's also time for runs to Egypt. Now they're much stronger, well prepared, but they do not have tech 6, so I also plan to stomp them here. Really nice. Evangelios can propagate religion, which I started doing in Arabian node. This, combined with the religious center, should get everything converted around. And yeah, as we spread Evangelios to... Oh no, we have 10 countries that are following Evangelos because I just enforced religion on Katif. In exchange, I'm getting 50 admin mana for each. Evangelos passed 10. We have 10. And Evangelos Nation will receive for 20 years manpower cover speed. So right now we have 458. It's 530. And hitting over 50 of Christian Zeal is giving us cost of advice of the ruler's religion. Going really hard into Egypt, taking all the trade centers, including Memphis. Just double checking, yes. You see, this is a bit of AE, but we rather do not care with our strength and alliances, and the Heliopolis borders are becoming much better, which gives me also mission Port of the Proselytization, that is privilege for the team that merchants of any ports give me 5% morale, but also for 100 years movement speeds on and off ships as well as galley combat ability. Oh, I do have this privilege already. So it's the one that was giving me trade efficiency, merchant trade power. Now it's also morale of armies. Oh, I did not double check the mission tree, but I needed these 2 princes for the next mission, but there's no rush. That allowed us to become a great power. Number 6. Really interestingly, the mod is also adding more hegemons, mainly religious hegemon that requires us to have 200 provinces with our religion, or cultural hegemon, this the same but for our own culture. 10th subject is a mission dedicated ecclesiarchy, which is manpower, a more religious year, and sacred order subjects will now receive bonus force limit and goods produce modifiers. Let's take a look. Do we see it here? 10% goods produce modifier and additional 1 force limit. Looks like Rome is no longer an emperor. Illyria just took over that place. Let's see the empire. Yeah, this is even more interesting. I just released a nation of Hajar here, and that I took over in the war against Kamar. And I don't have to enforce religion on them. I can just encourage Christianity on them, which is they just accept it. And the nation down here in the placement of Yemen did conquer a lot of nations. That's why I'm gonna declare war on them, but with a conquest. And I'm going to conquer as much as possible for myself and then release vassals out there. The religion here is a bit different because it's Islamic, but a bunch of his provinces are Arabic, so I think this should be pretty good for us. We just reached 75 of Christian Zeal, and that gives us half diplomatic reputation. This is fine because I do not see Persia. And let's take a look how many subjects we'll be able to release here. Kasr for sure. Murabak. I think this is it. Yeah, these guys just have a perma claim on the province. So for these provinces, I could either keep them for myself or give them to subjects, but I think I'm gonna keep them for myself. Sooner or later they'll end up in our hands. Now, just as I told you, I can encourage Christianity in this nation, so there's no need to enforce any religions. It's not converting when converting. See? This doesn't change the state province. Like, Hajar is also not really Evangelos. Will they convert themselves? I really don't know how this decision, how this works. We will see long term. I just realized we unlocked in Sluchum estate, which is because we have Muslim provinces in our hands. So it looks like Dimi. The question is, do I even need to use them for now? Maybe just take the religious unity. Mission to serve. You see the requirements gives us income from vassals, as well as vassal force unit contribution and access to local organizations. So now force unit is 55, and you see we are earning 4.5 ducats from subjects. And the next mission, which is service to the Zephania, these are the requirements, gives us 50 reform progress. And oh yeah, I can revoke the Zephania privilege at last. And get 5 crown lands. Yeah, that took us some time, but this is definitely helpful. In the meantime, tier 3 guarantee form, and that's also, I think, unique for the mods. Defeating Arab army in battle will lower unrest by -1 in all of our provinces. That's also monthly autonomy change and rebel suppression efficiency. Local organization gives us minus unrest 20% more tax, and it costs me admin mana to take. I'm not gonna do it right now because I will need admin mana for the next technology, but once I embrace it, I'll be spending everything on these local organizations. A call for Evangelos Unity. Did we just reach 100 here? Yes, we did. which is additional prestige. And I'm getting a decision, unite the Evangelos word, which requires it to be at peace, and it's gonna change our country to Theodokos with new ideas, new government type, which is, from what I've heard, pretty much a caliphate, but for the Christians. And I think I'm gonna do that very soon. Tech 7 is here, that's second idea group, and I will go for quality, because I need some navy quality, as well as army quality, and I'm really heavily ahead of time in the mill points, which I cannot say about admin now that I took this technology. That's additional missionary, as well as some military bonuses. Now I will go after Persia, I think, because I want to get Abalch as a part. You see, I'm not like, I think that's gonna be the last nation I'm gonna make join our little empire. Persia itself is having the technology, but they do not have manpower. We should be fine, right? Oh. No, Macedonia just rivaled us. That's unfortunate. Lose our last ally, except Lucia. I think now some nations might try joining our coalition because of this, including Syria, so let me just declare war on them already and deal with them in a second. And let's see Persian quality. I just got 6,000, but it should still be a pretty good battle for us. And yeah, let's not maybe fight on the mountain. I thought Persia would be bigger of a challenge, but the lack of manpower definitely helped us. We just take 600 ducats and piece them out. Now we need to somehow get to Bahrain, and for that I started building some galleys around here. This peace deal with Egypt is making the borders and name placement even better, and it's also a mission into the lands of Exodus, which is giving us lower amount of separatism in Egypt, but also missionary strength and monthly autonomy change. Very good. What I will do now, I will go ahead and enforce religion on countries that... Oh! These guys changed religion by themselves, so did this. It's pretty much only Murabach that is not having the right religion now. But I'll change the religion like manually. So we can go ahead now and unite the Evangelos word. Just take a look at this. Yes, please. The borders are even better. So it looks like if they were disloyal, they were not being... Yep, the disloyal ones did not get annexed, same as the guys that are in the wrong religion. So I still have this free in our hands. I'll have to kill them. That's the proliferation of the faith, that's Guthrie from Progress, and tier 4 guarantee from Sacred Kirkwai. Do we have even tier 4 unlocked? Not yet. You see on the first one we got right now Great Theodosius Kingdom for all these modifiers, including claims on heretics and heavens. We've got a mission, the Lands of Temples, which is tax, governing costs for our provinces, and even more tax. And the ideas. The Theodokian ideas give us discipline, tolerance of the true faith, co-creation cost, manpower in the true faith provinces, missionary and missionary strength, for defense, fire damage received, stab cost, tax meta, improve relations, and artillery fire at the very end of them. Also do have enlightenment, which as you see at max, it's gonna give us what? Tech cost and institution spread. I got some decisions to also get colonists. So it's really coloring the map. And let me just make sure to core all of the provinces, state them. Oh, GovCaps is gonna be a problem. Not if I do this and this. Now this is much better. Income is not that good. Enforcement increased, manpower increased a lot. Oh, I can click these buttons as well right now, but I don't need the vassals anymore. I think the last step in this campaign is to simply fix the borders, because we do not lie in the thumbnails. I also just realized that there are some extra mission that Theodokos is receiving that's really unexpected and great. So the Lord Silion required us to hit 60 of force limit and amount of armies. In exchange we're gonna get a good general, but also permaclays on whole Arabia and Egypt, while the Kingdom of the Dunes, you see these are the requirements, 50 provinces in Arabia, are getting army tradition, power projection that is permanent and perma claims on some areas. Regional exploits, which is deving provinces with iron and copper, gives me 3 manufactories and a privilege for goods press modifier for Darielis. Monopolies on mining and smelting. Oh no, not giving any monopoly. Conquest of Syria is cradle of civilization, which is guarantee from progress. Tier 5 reform for integrated phalanx, which you will see. It's giving us shock damage received for phalanx infantry, which I'm gonna also get a force limit of. A Christian realm, on the other hand, is giving us another local organization, Order of Warsaw, which if we take a look, its construction cost 20% manpower. This is so much better than the other one. Well, I'm gonna use it wherever I can. Since Macedonia decided to create a coalition against us, I'm gonna attack them already before it starts growing. The holy wall across his belly. Let's take a look at their army quality. They have less morale, less discipline than us. Yeah, this is not even a problem. Actually did lose quite a few of soldiers. Yeah, but they've lost more. I'll make sure Macedonia is gonna remember this day for a long time, with me taking a bunch of their trade centers in the Aegean Sea, as well as Cappadocia. Since I own over 100 provinces of Evangelos religion already, we spread it a little bit. I'm getting prestige that will be converted into power points, empire rank, and our ruler will get Christian Conqueror personality. At the same time, I'm gonna get morale of armies 10% until the end of the game. Christian Conqueror's missionary strength and war score causes of other religions. Yes, I couldn't leave you with bad borders. This is what I'm gonna end with our Christian Caliphate Theodokos. Over 113,000 maximum power, 116 of force limit, and 82 of income for the first great power in the world. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, let me know by liking it, and let me know also in comments if there's any other cool mods that I should try for this kind of videos. For today, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel to get notified about our achievement hunter runs, and I'm gonna see you soon. Bye bye!